Hi, this is Dee at Aloha Astro. Let's take a look at the moon transiting Libra today on Tuesday, August 26th. Highlights the superior power of love to transform and change any situation or condition in your life, as the moon joining Mars in Libra participates in a castle aspect pattern with Venus, moving from nurturing Cancer to ardent Leo today, and Saturn conjunct Neptune in Aries, Uranus in Gemini, and Pluto in Aquarius. A mystic rectangle within the castle harnesses the activating potential of two oppositions, Venus opposing Pluto and the moon opposing Saturn and Neptune, indicating that although faith and hope can do a lot to help you achieve a goal or realize a dream, love is the energy which precipitates a conversion to a higher level of being, doing, creating, and understanding, as it opens your heart and enables you to overcome fear. A Yod aspect pattern springs from Saturn and Neptune in Aries, both retrograde, and Pluto in Aquarius, also retrograde, drawing the commitment, inspiration, and empowerment of those three planets toward the Sun in Virgo, shining the light on areas of your life most in need of healing, which you have ignored or neglected, or illuminating the path forward for you that aligns with your purpose or a higher calling you may not have been able to step onto until now. In the wake of this past weekend's new moon in Virgo at 0 degrees, and in preparation for a coming new moon at the 29th final degree of Virgo, accompanied by an eclipse on September 21st, today is the day of initiations and interactions with the people who may play an important role in your life, not just in the next month, but perhaps in years to come. These moments of connection could be accompanied by the feeling of an old soul remembrance or a sudden understanding of the bigger picture. No matter how uncertain or chaotic life is, following your heart and believing in divine timing will bring you clarity, peace, and balance. So let's take a look at the aspect patterns, the configurations, and exchanges of energy. Here you can see the castle. It looks kind of like an envelope, which is kind of pulling the whole chart together, and all the planets want to participate and feed into that castle. The top of the castle is the planet of change, the planet Uranus, and the future, as well as uniqueness, individuality, how you see the world differently, and it's in open-minded and curious, communicative Gemini. So opening up, communicating with others is indicated through this one kite that's within the castle that terminates at the top here, with Venus making its shift today from Cancer to Leo, and another kite that also interacts with Uranus and tops out with Saturn and Neptune in Aries, which is a self-aware cardinal fire sign that says, I am. Basically, this is saying you understand that you are love, and that the energy of love that you share with other people is something that not only will it change your life, but it is a necessary part of growing and expanding and becoming who you are, or living up to your highest potential. Because here's the Yod that pulls everything through this square between the Sun in Virgo and Uranus in Gemini that activates, or basically it's like the key in the lock turning, saying now's the moment for that waking up, for seeing that, for understanding that, not just being aware, but utilizing it to put it into action and motion. There's also this aspect with Mercury in Leo, making that sesquiquadrate or sesquisquare here to Saturn and Neptune in Aries, that pulls in a subliminal, unconscious knowingness or understanding that you are ready. You're ready to create something new. You are ready to take on that commitment or discipline and faith in going after what you know is the right thing for you to be doing, to be a creator, to live based on what your heart is telling you to pursue. Because we also have Mercury interacting through this sextile with Mars in Libra. The idea of a perfect balance or design or a pure interaction through the heart connection is there in your interactions with other people, that the communication is going to seek the harmony, the mutual cooperation and creativity, and its fullest and most perfect expression into creating something together. And together is a very powerful word in particularly switch words. I think it is the number one most important switch word for changing conditions, creating something new. Togetherness, everything in life does have to do with relationships. And today's moon in Libra, which rules the seventh house of one-on-one relationships, is basically taking that to that higher level of understanding and then kind of putting the pressure on you to live up to that, to step into that, to do that, to be it, and aim higher, open up the heart, think of bigger things, look at the bigger overall plan for your life and your future, and realize that you're not getting anywhere without other people. It does all come down to that. And there's a T-square in here that I did not mention that basically it's going to drive you to follow your passion and take on some of that assertive energy to overcome the fears, because we do have the T-square involving Chiron in Aries retrograde, Venus shifting signs from Cancer to Leo, and then Pluto in Aquarius also retrograde. This is about your connections with other people that you may feel you need in order to live, to be able to advance yourself in some way. But it's also calling upon you to think about what you are contributing to the greater whole of society. And are you living up to your highest level? Are you doing the things to be of service to other people, to express yourself creatively, to show up as a unique individual, as an empowered individual, to contribute to other people in a one-on-one situation or in terms of the collective of society? The whole, like, why you are here is going to be amplified big time as we go through September and we have eclipses occurring with lunations in the sign of Pisces and the sign of Virgo. Even if it's not an exact conjunction to the lunar nodes, it's going to bring those lunar nodes front and forward in everybody's lives. And this is about the balance between the doingness of Virgo and the beingness, the spirituality of Pisces, and bringing some more heaven down to earth, or finding ways to do whatever you are here to do, live up to your potential, make the world a better place, improve the situations within your own life, so that you are most effective. Effectiveness, the reason and purpose behind why you are here. So we've got a lot of planetary energy interacting and supporting those lunar nodes, and whatever area of your life you hold your own nodes or where these nodes are transiting could definitely be activated big time for you in the month of September. Plus, if you simply look at everything that we have stacking up right now with these strong aspect patterns, the geometry that you see here, these planets are scattered all through your chart, through different areas of your life, and you can expect that you will feel very, very busy and that many things seem to be coming at you all at once that you have to handle. However, the planets are giving you the support, the ability to be running on turbocharge right now and addressing all those things, or at least looking at them and thinking about what you need to do to take care of those things in the future or in sequence if you cannot juggle everything at once. We are entering into that Virgo season, and Virgo is literally like the Ways and Means Committee of the zodiac. How to do things, to examine, sort, prioritize, eliminate what is not necessary, then take what is essential and utilize it to fix or solve a problem or to somehow improve and make things better. And this is the season that we are right now beginning, and soon we'll have a deeper activation of those issues as we get into September's lunations. But today does feel like the new moon now is ready to kick in. That Virgo new moon, even though the moon's moved on to Libra, now is that pivotal day where things kind of fall into place and the realization that you're lining up the who, what, when, why, where, how, and those people and the facilitators, or maybe you're the facilitator for others, will begin to communicate about actions to take to make those things start happening. And then the changes, the empowerment, the growth will all begin to kick in. Pay attention to everybody that you meet today and be mindful to get names, phone numbers, emails, addresses. If you do feel like there's a spark or if there's stimulating conversation, because that might be an important person or you might be an important person to them. Stay safe, take care, and I'll be back again tomorrow.